I got suspended from school for picking up a textbook off the floor during class. I was sitting in English class trying not to fall asleep when my best friend Eric leaned over to whisper in my ear. He was just as bored as I was, so I knew he was getting ready to say something entertaining. That's when he asked, "Do you want to play the game?" I smirked with excitement. It's basically where two people take turns saying the word penis, and each time you have to say it a little louder than the other person. So by the end of the game, you're both screaming the word penis in public. Me and Eric both knew it was dumb, but when you're 17 and bored out of your mind, stupid games become weirdly interesting. I looked around the room, and it was the perfect setting to play. We were sitting in the back corner, half the class was asleep, and our teacher was facing the board. Plus, it was our substitute teacher, the one known for having terrible hearing. "Yeah, let's play," I whispered back. Eric went first, whispering the word penis so quietly that it sounded like an exhale. Then for my turn, I said it just loud enough that the girl in front of us shifted in her seat but didn't turn around. We went back and forth for a minute, each round getting slightly louder, my heart beating faster with every turn. The thing was, more people were starting to notice. Our friend 2 rows up was watching us over his shoulder, trying not to laugh. My crush was recording on her phone, pretending to text. By the time it was Eric's turn again, half the class was in on it, waiting to see who would give up first. That's when it happened. "Penis!" Eric said it loud enough that our teacher actually stopped teaching mid-sentence. My cooter dropped. She turned around slowly, scanning the room. Eric coughed, covering his mouth. After what felt like forever, she turned back to the board. Eric looked at me with this smirk that said, "Your turn, coward." The whole class was watching now. Some kids had their phones out, probably hoping to catch someone getting busted, and my suspension still wasn't caused by any of this. In fact, if I stopped here, everything would have been fine. The story would have ended and I'd be chilling. But unfortunately, my life was ruined because of what I did next. You see, I decided to laugh out loud. I couldn't hold it in anymore. It was the kind of laugh where you can't breathe and your whole body shakes. So to cover it up, I did the only thing I could think of. I knocked my textbook on the ground to cover up the sound of me laughing. Here's where everything went wrong. After a few seconds, I bent down to grab my textbook, my face bright red from laughing so hard. At that exact moment that I was bending down on the floor, our teacher leaned over a desk next to me to help a student with their work. Her butt was angled towards us. Eric pulled out his phone to record me looking like an idiot on the floor. So there I was, crouched down on the floor, with my eyes perfectly angled to see up our substitute teacher's skirt, beside my friend who had his phone out. And if you still don't get it, it looked exactly like I was bent over staring at our teacher's butt. Our teacher turned around just as I gripped my textbook. "What the hell are you doing?" she snapped. Eric turned off his phone, trying to put it away, but it was too late. She'd already seen it. Her face went from annoyed to shocked to furious in about 2 seconds. "Principal's office, now, both of you." I tried to explain my way out of it. After all, I wasn't guilty, so it should be fine, right? Wrong. The walk to the principal's office felt like walking to my own execution. Eric saw how stressed I was about losing my scholarship. He kept trying to reassure me by saying, "Bro, I'm sorry. I'll take responsibility for everything." When we got to the principal's office, the principal looked at the video on Eric's phone while we sat there. It looked really bad, and the principal immediately said, "This is sexual harassment," his voice deadly quiet. "It's not what it looks like," I practically shouted. "We were playing this stupid game where you say penis and—" "You were what?" His face got even redder with anger. "So you're admitting to inappropriate sexual behavior and harassment?" Long story short, I got a 3-day suspension and a whooping from my mom.